1 year, you guys. It has been 1 whole year since I did a get ready with me. So we are long overdue. So that is what we're getting into today. Come hang out with me and get ready with me and just see kind of what I've been up to. If you guys are new, my name is Jenifer and I post beauty and fashion videos. So if you like that type of content, definitely hit that big red subscribe button and let's get into today's video. So I'm just pulling my mirror closer so I can see because I'm so blind. But for today's primer, I did use the Refi primer. It's the roll-on one. I've been loving this. It feels so good on the skin. So while that's kind of marinating, I am gonna go in with my NARS concealer and just cover up some of my pigmentation because I do have acne skin, and luckily right now my skin is really good, I would say. I don't have any active breakouts, just a lot of old pigmentation marks. So I just like to go in and get rid of those before I do my foundation. So as always, I will list everything that I've used down in the description box, but today I'm using the YSL All Hours foundation. It looks like this. It's got SPF 30 in it. And I actually am trying this foundation, not for the first time. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, but this is my first bottle of the foundation. And I absolutely love it. I did a photo shoot with my photographer a couple weeks ago and we had lunch and afterwards, and then we decided to walk over to Sephora to see what goodies that this specific location had. And she was so cute. She treated me to a mini shopping spree at Sephora. And it was just so unbelievably sweet of her. So I'm so grateful for that. So while I was shopping at Sephora, I did decide to try products that I haven't tried before. And this foundation was one of them. And it's been on my list for so long and it's so beautiful on the skin. I really love it. I am in the shade MN4 in case you were curious. So I'm definitely still that girly, I guess they would call it like 2016 makeup, where you still love a big bright white under eye. That is totally me. I still have not left that phase. I love a bright white under eye, which I know this looks yellow, but it's a trust the process moment. But anyway, I got back into personal training with a new personal trainer because the one I was working with before has actually moved out of the city. So I am training with one of his friends, and today was our first session. Holy shit. If you see my arms shaking or me huffing and puffing, that's me still trying to catch my breath. I am so dead. But it was good. It's a good dead. Will I be saying that tomorrow? We'll see. Once that first and second day soreness kicks in. But say a prayer because I feel like a newborn deer already. It's gonna be rough. So California right now just got super warm and it's 85 degrees. And last week, I wanna say it was in the 40s, or maybe 50s. So it feels so hot today, even though this is like normal, perfect temperature for other people. But I'm kind of missing the cooler weather. I'm not ready for the heat yet. I love the fall weather. Like if I could have fall weather all year round, like that's what I would totally love. So it is the day I'm filming this, it is daylight savings time. And oh my God, I feel so confused. I'm like, what time is it? It's just crazy. I feel like I have more time than what the clock says. Like, I don't know. It always throws me off. But it's crazy that some states don't do daylight savings time anymore. So I don't know. Do you guys have daylight savings time in where you live? Because I swear, every time the time changes, like even though it's just an hour, it throws me off and I feel like I'm off schedule for like a month. Like you would not realize that just 1 hour difference changes your whole routine. And then you kind of get lost. You're like, what do I do? It's such a weird moment. Like, I wish they would just leave it and get rid of it. So that way we can have more daylight all the time. But anyway, so it's Sunday today that I'm filming this, obviously. And on Sundays, I usually just don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I have to run a couple errands and I am going to Target because I feel like I need a Target trip and Target feels like it needs to see me. So that's where we're headed today. And usually any type of haul or anything that I do, I usually post it on TikTok if you're following me. So you'll see like what's new, what I buy. I do post to Instagram too, but I don't know. I just don't love the Instagram platform as much as TikTok. So this blush that I'm using is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. I talked about them in a couple TikToks as well as on my YouTube shorts. The specific shade is called Berry Cheeks. It's number 8. And I have been loving this formula. I think it blends into the skin so beautifully. And it just, I love it. It is so pretty. It goes on. It's so easy to build up. I do have it in a couple other shades, which I can't find right now, but I do own like 3 or 4 of them. And they're so pretty. So if you're looking for a good blush, definitely give it a shot. I think it's like $4 or $5. It's super affordable. And then this is another trio I've been loving. I think I talked about this too. This is the Ulta Beauty 3-in-1 cheek palette in the shade California Sunlight. But I basically use the highlight as my everyday highlight just because it is softer, but it does give you something. But all 3 of them are just so pretty. I love it. So as I mentioned, I'm not doing a whole lot of important things today. So I'm just gonna do a super minimal eye look. I did use the Ulta Beauty eye primer. I love that one. It works so well for my oily eyelids. And I wanna just keep it simple. I'm so exhausted. So yesterday my daughter had a birthday party, and if you have kids and you go to other kids' birthday parties, then you know, like, it is so exhausting and you just sit there. I feel like you absorb all the energy from the kids because when I got home, I lost my voice basically. I was so exhausted, but it was kind of that point where you're so tired but you couldn't sleep. I was like, what is going on? My daughter of course crashed for like 2 hours, which I mean, I would be surprised if she didn't because she played hard. But oh my god, so I'm so tired from that, and then the workout this morning plus daylight savings time. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a minimal kind of day. But oh, speaking of workout, if you guys work out at home and you're looking for this is totally random, but if you guys are looking for some really good bands, I just grabbed the set that Lululemon sells, and they are phenomenal. You get a 3 in the pack. There's a light, a medium, and a strong, and they work so well. They are very thick fabric, so they don't roll on you. And they're very good quality. I was quite surprised. Not that I expected it to be bad quality, but sometimes when brands come out with their own stuff, sometimes you wonder how the quality is going to be, you know, but very good quality. I really like them a lot. And I think it was around $58 for this pack of 3. So they're not super expensive, but they're also not cheap either. I'm sure Target has cheaper options, but the ones that I got from Target before they roll on me and I can't stand it. It pisses me off more than anything. It's the most annoying thing on this planet. So if you're looking for good ones, definitely try the Lululemon ones because they are so good. I'm just gonna go in with this Ulta Beauty palette. It is their Desert Skies eyeshadow palette, and it's so pretty. This is the color story. I love it. Very desert-esque. But I'm just gonna take one of their pinky shimmery shades at the bottom, and I'm just gonna apply that to my lid. It's so pretty. Like, I love the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow formulation. I just think it's so good, especially for the price point. I think they're, at least these palettes, I own all three, and I want to say they're $20, but the 2 times that I've purchased these palettes, they were on sale for around $12, so you can definitely find them on sale. But I mean, even 20 bucks is not bad, and they're definitely palettes that I use every day, or at least enough to keep them in my drawer versus my backstock, which is over there. So I'm not doing eyeliner today, but I am gonna do mascara, and I always start with my mascara primer. This one is from Essence, and I have been using it for several months now, and I absolutely love the formula. It makes my lashes so long. I don't curl them. You obviously can curl them, but I don't like to curl my lashes because if I curl them, then they almost get too long and I get mascara dots up in my brow bone area, which drives me bananas. But like, look at the difference. It makes such a huge difference. The formula dries down pretty quickly, but not too quickly to where you can't go back in and fix your lashes. So I really, really love this. Okay, so now that I look kind of crazy, I have been using these 2 mascaras together, and I'm really liking how my lashes come out. So this first one is definitely a luxury mascara. This is the Dior Show Pump in Volume in Waterproof. I only use waterproof, but it's the one that has kind of, you can see that indentation on the bottom. So you squeeze the tube here and it coats the mascara wand. And I love the brush on this mascara. It is so good at separating the lashes. It coats them really, really well. So this is always my first layer. I always do 2 coats of mascara. So here is the mascara after the first coat. This is the Dior one. Now the Dior mascara is a little bit more of a wetter formula, so I would say it does take like an extra 5 seconds for it to dry down. It doesn't stay wet that long. But then I put on top of it my new favorite mascara by Essence. It's called Double Trouble. And I do pick it up in the waterproof, but they do have a regular version where instead of blue, it's like a hot pink. I love this mascara so much. I'm usually a lash princess girl, but this one just launched and it has quickly become my favorite. This one has kind of a unique brush as well. So you can see on the right side, the bristles are more spaced apart and bigger. And then on the left side right there, they're closer together and not as fluffy. So you kind of get 2 different brush heads in this mascara. But this one on its own, 2 coats of this and your lashes are like bam. But I love this, and I would say it's definitely more of a drier formula in comparison to the Dior formula. Okay, so mascara's done. Now I'm just going to, those headbands hurt my head after a while. So now I'm gonna, whoa, crazy hair. So now I'm just going to put on a little bit of something for my lips. This is the Patrick Ta lip liner, and she's strong. This is definitely an everyday lip liner for me. I love it. And then I may just add a little bit more of the Essence Lip Care Booster Lip Serum. And this is actually what's on my lips right now. I love how hydrating and moisturizing it is. So I may just add a little bit more of that. Okay, now I'm just adding a little bit of this on top. It's pretty. If you have dry lips, this is seriously so good. It's so hydrating and it leaves your lips feeling so moisturized. So that is my final look for today. Target is calling my name, so it's time for me to run. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.